we're all covered, right? And not off.
Mm-hmm.
Correct? Q. All right. Well, once I see that we are live, I will. Oh, isn't that fun? Oh, but there's the dreaded ad. There's the
How do we get rid of that? Okay.
sit around and watch this ad. Okay, let's all watch this ad together, everybody. It's an ad for Amazon Prime. It's Chris Pratt, and there's some monster thingy, and then that lady's there, and oh, the Tomorrow War. Wow, I mean July 2nd. Very good, very good. Well, I don't have an Amazon Prime account because billionaires suck. All right, welcome to Disaster Time. Hello, I am your host, the almighty agent of chaos, also known as the Story Master, but I'm trying to evolve my language away from words like that, away from words like master. So I'm going with agent of chaos for now. We're going to see how that fits. As you know, or maybe you don't, that well, I've done something. And it's the reason that we have this show every week. You see, 3 years ago, I kidnapped an improv team from Lower Cleveland, Ohio. I lured them into my van with promises of lemon pepper chicken wings and Dr. Pepper, and oh boy, were they excited. I said, you don't even have to perform for me. I just have a whole lot of chicken wings. And they were like, you, whatever, man. And then they dropped in the back of my van, and now they're all in individual storage spaces in this rent-a-space that I've taken over and put on shows every week for the Pack Theater, because what else are you going to do? So anyway, today's story is going to be a spy novel. Ooh, spies, yes. If you are in the chat, could you please give me a hello? Could you say, hey, how you doing? Because you know what? You have like a tiny bit of work to do tonight. And I know that sounds bad, but you're going to love it because a lot of it is helping me decide what happens to these people that are about to pop on screen right now. Let's have our cast come out just very briefly. Ooh, oh, hello. Who do we have there? Hello, Velvet. Hello. Hello, Dumay. How are you? Everyone wave hello to Dumay. Everyone wave. Very good. Chicken wing, chicken wing, chicken wing. Ooh. Chicken wing. All right, very good. Who else do we have? Oh, yes, we have Jayat. Hello, Jayat. How are you? We miss you. We miss you, Jayat. So tonight we're going to be putting on a spy novel for you. And audience, your very first job tonight is to help me select the captives who will be supplying the potential book titles for you. So you have your choices. You can vote for Elizabeth. You can vote for Chewy. You can vote for Jenny. You can vote for Kristen. Or you can vote for EJ. Go ahead and pop in the chat. I need at least 3 of them. So whoever calls first. Oh, we've got one for Elizabeth. Elizabeth, you're staying on the screen. Who else do we have? We're just... Oh, Jen. Jen's staying on screen. Now we need one more. Oh, you also. Oh, Jen, you got 2 votes. I just wanted you to know you got 2 votes. Chicken wings. All right. Who else? You know what? Dealer's choice. I'm going to pick Kristen. Kristen, you're staying on screen. Everybody else. Vamoose. All right.
I mean,
Now, audience, your second job this evening, you're warming up. You're doing so well. Look, you've already got 3 victims here on the screen for us. Potential protagonists of tonight's story. So then what we need now is we need initials. We need 3 initials And those initials are going to help us come up with the title of the book. So if the initials were OEBC, we might have a show like Erotic Band Camp, which definitely has happened before. Check those out on the YouTube. The Pack Theater has a YouTube channel, and you can go there and watch all of our past shows. And you know what else you can do? The Pack Theater is also running on donations. And you can send them real cash monies through the Venmo at Pack Theater on Venmo, or you can subscribe to the channel. You can do that too. Good stuff. All right, what do we got in here? We got a couple. Can we please have a couple of more? I'm one of those people that really needs a lot of options. That's why I kidnapped so many improvisers.
I can't believe nobody for EBC made Electric Basil Carnival. I think that would have been pretty good.
Are you trying to hurt me?
Sorry.
Yes.
Think about
All right. You know what we're going with? You know what we're going with tonight? We're going with VRY. VRY. Correct. VRY. And it's a spy novel, so remember that. Let's see who looks ready. Kristen looks ready. Kristen got the fire in her eyes.
Villains, reveal yourself.
Ooh.
Villains, reveal yourselves. Okay, keep that one in mind, audience. Villains, reveal yourselves. Jennifer, what do you have?
Very rapacious yetis.
You really like the word rapacious.
That's a great word.
So good. And you know what? Chicken wing.
Aw.
Very rapacious. Elizabeth, bring us home. What do you have? Except you're never going home, but
Vocalizing, reclusive, young bloods.
vocalizing, reclusive, young bloods. That could go several ways. So, audience, you have your choices. You have villains, reveal yourselves. You have very rapacious yetis. I'm gonna have to look up the word rapacious. Vocalizing, reclusive young bloods. So out of those, which ones would you like to see tonight? Is it going to be number 1? We'll call that one villains. Is it going to be number 2? We'll call that yetis. Or is it going to be number 3? We'll call that young bloods. Villains, reveal yourself is in the lead.
Woo!
Yes, it's going to be villains, reveal yourself. So that makes Kristen's tonight's protagonist. So Kristen, you need to stay on screen.
Okay.
If you at home had your choice, provided those with his initials, give yourself a little pat on the back. All right, everybody else, vamos.
Have a chicken wing real quick.
Yeah, you can have chicken. There you go. All right, Kristen. If you want, you can start off camera, you can start on camera. I'm just going to sort of get the vibe. Yes. All right, audience, to help us get the vibe, what we need a background. We need a starting environment. So this evening, audience, would you like to start in an underwater motel room or hotel room, whichever is clever? Or would you like to start at the base of Mount Fuji? Make your choices now. We have base of Mount Fuji, underwater hotel room. Base of Mount Fuji, underwater hotel room. The choice is yours. Oh, yes. Okay, we are going with underwater hotel room. So, our story, Villains, Reveal Yourself, opens at the Hideaway Sands underwater fish viewing resort and sometimes buffet. This gorgeous all-inclusive resort is located in Kyoto Prefecture, and it is one of the most luxury, high-class, exclusive places on the planet. It's the hottest ticket in town, which can only mean crime is afoot. I mean, what is crime anyway? But for the purposes of our novel, crime is afoot. Like weird international crime of like brass donkeys with rubies set in their eyes or something like that. You know what? If you have an idea of what's going to be stolen or the MacGuffin, if you have a MacGuffin for us, hit me with a MacGuffin in the chat. I might use it. So we open on the underwater motel room at the Hideaway Sands Resort and sometimes Fish Buffet. And here we have Agent Scarlet Pimple Popper. Agent Scarlet Pimple Popper is not a veteran agent, but not a novice either. She's gotten into a groove of things. She's changed her identity at least 10 times by now. She's very comfortable with the spy lifestyle, and she has been sent here by the intelligence agency known only as Qdoba. And she is awaiting a very important phone call.
Hey, you think that people would call you on time? They tell you when to call. They say, I'm going to call you at this time. And then you have to wonder, is it time zones, or is my watch wrong, or is the internet wrong, or has time stopped having any fixed meaning? It's
Zing, 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 zing.
oh, thank goodness. Pimple Popper here.
Pimple Popper,
Go ahead.
what's it looking like there?
It's, well, I'll tell you, the visibility ain't great because we're underwater.
I'm in disguise. You probably can't tell because I'm on the phone.
Right, that's right. I am also in disguise.
I'm glad because eyes are everywhere. Eyes are in the walls. Eyes are probably in your sandwich. Eyes are probably in the mattress. Eyes are everywhere. Keep that in
You
mind.
don't need to tell me that. I'm a seasoned, well, moderately seasoned. I'm a not novice spy. I mean, I'm a not novice cowboy.
Pimple Popper, you're ready for this mission. We selected you among a series of cadets who had to go through a series of rituals, and you surpassed all of them. Pimple Popper,
Thank you.
the future rests in your capable hands.
I'm going to pause them here just momentarily because this just in, the item that has been stolen from the monarchy of Jack in the Boxlandia is a gold tinfoil hat. It is now an international incident.
Pimple Popper, I've
Yes.
just heard something dreadful.
Go on.
The golden tinfoil hat has been thieved and robberied.
No.
Turkey. This is an international outrage. Qdoba must be behind this.
I will do everything within my power to get that back and see that it is restored to the wonderful monarchs of Jack in the Boxlandia.
Jack in the Boxlandia. They're not a very wealthy country. It is their only treasure.
But it was a meaningful one, I'm sure.
Yes.
End of chapter 1. Okay, audience. Now we have our main character. We know what at least her initial objective is. She's going to figure out who stole the golden tinfoil hat from Jack in the Boxlandia. And that I mean, that sounds like something that a spy should do, right? They should go do the thing and do the other thing and find meaning in life, because otherwise existence is pointless. I don't know. Anyway, these are just thoughts that I have in the back of my van. For chapter 2, you know what I would like to do? I would like to go to Jack in the Boxlandia, which looks suspiciously like a city at night. And we are going to visit the monarch, the leader, the person with all the cash there. And they're in their receiving room, and they're talking to their trusted advisor about the theft of the golden tinfoil hat, the most precious treasure of Jack in the Boxlandia.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Trusted advisor, get your ass in here. Christ sake, both of you, get in here.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, guess what?
If I have to say, so does he.
I can't even concentrate. It looks like you got my beard on your head. I can't even look at you. You look like the back of a skunk. Disappearing down my driveway.
New choice from back of a skunk.
You look like a pom-pom in a kick can line up at the Moonland. Oh, that's better, Kojak. Thank you.
Sorry, I shave it off for you, for your boss.
Thank you. You see, this is what he does for me, because I got the money. I don't like his hair, he shaves it off, unlike you.
I spent all morning cutting that mohawk for him.
Thank you for that. But the boss doesn't like it. It goes. You know that. That's how I live. That's how I live my life.
People, there's a tin hat missing, a metal hat. It's important.
The tin hat?
Yeah, from that franchise place. Whatchamacallits? Jack in the Box.
Oh.
Yeah, the tin foil hat.
The tinfoil hat.
The gold tinfoil hat of the country of Jack in the Boxlandia, which this hirsute character is the premiere of. You are the king of Jack in the Boxlandia. I mean, this has to be just an affront, so egregious, a tragedy, and for that reason, I would love to hear just sort of like an Oscar-winning sort of a monologue about how deeply upset you are right now about this theft.
This cuts deep. This cuts deeper than someone opening up Chick-fil-A down the street from me. This cuts deeper than when all of you betrayed me. Yeah, I don't hold a grudge much. This cuts deeper because gold tinfoil is damn hard to come by, and this is a gold tinfoil hat that's been in my family for months.
This is awful. I haven't seen something this bad in Jack in the Boxlandia since we did away with the steak fajita pita and the guacamole.
That was a terrible, terrible catastrophe that happened at that drive-through.
La 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 la. We gotta find it. You gotta find the hat.
Us?
Yes.
We're not equipped for this sort of thing, boss. You know that.
Oh, audience, but aren't they? Audience, I want to know, is Hirsute King Guy going to send Advisor Alpha and Advisor Delta, as I have surnamed them off screen, to where were they?
Jack in the Box. We're in Qdoba.
No, we're in Jack in the Boxlandia, but we didn't name the other place. We just named, there was just a hotel there. You know what? We're going to name it Wensylvania. So, are we sending them to Wensylvania to the Hideaway Sands fish viewing resort and sometimes buffet?
Yes.
Or are we finding another spy that is going to be competing with Scarlet Pimple Popper to carry out this mission? Are we sending the advisors? Or are we going to send a rival spy? Advisors or a rival spy? Advisors.
Really don't want to go to Pennsylvania because they wrap everything in pretzel dough and they eat a lot of hot dogs, and I don't eat gluten.
All right. Well, that is just as well because we are going to hire a rival spy. A rival spy who just magically is going to show up in chapter 3. End of chapter 2. Westsylvania looks a lot like Japan. Oh, you know what? I did say it was in Kyoto Prefecture. I just forgot to write it down. What are you doing here? It's not even chapter 3 yet. Someone deduct a chicken wing from her trough because this
You can do that.
not happening. Well, you know what? I'll send the rats to do it. Shifty, Nifty, go take care of it. All right.
No, not the rats.
Yeah, they're coming. All right. So in chapter 3, we are going to find ourselves a rival spy. We are going to find ourselves somebody that is going to be tripping up Scarlet Pimple Popper in her mission. Now we know that she is a seasoned veteran of the spy game, not like an old timer, not like a greenhorn, but somewhere right in the middle. And so we need to find this spy. Now this spy, how can I put this? Hiring this spy would be like asking a friend of your neighbor's kid's friend to do a favor for you. This is essentially where we are. So Hirsute Kingai goes to the park benches at night. The park benches at night by those like really pretty aspen looking trees. They might be maples, they might be, I don't know trees. I'm not a dendrochronologist. $5 grapes. And he knows that this is where this particular spy, which is really the only spy that he can afford, hangs out. And it is now that he shows up. And he shows up bearing gifts. That's definitely you, Jen.
Jeez. Oh, ha.
You seem close.
Oh. Hey. The eagle has landed.
The buttered beans are ready for picking.
Toodle-doodle-doo.
Wooka 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 whoop.
Oh, okay, thank God. Okay.
God.
So,
It's hot.
Jesus.
Beard got tangled in my braids.
I've got like these little bits up my nose.
You know what? I was having fun there. Could you just really quickly go back and give me a couple more catchphrases, passwords? But can you do it as Valley Girl?
God.
Or whatever.
Oh, the rah-rah skirt has gone up my butt.
Oh my God. I have such a wedge in my bum right now.
Oh, have you seen the new boy?
Oh my God, he is so delicious. I love. Oh my God. Oh my God.
That's sufficient. That's good. Thank you.
Anyway, bits in my mouth.
Weird.
Hi. Listen, rival spy. I need you. My gold tin hat's gone missing. My friend, My franchise is useless without it. I have to walk around with this on because I'm embarrassed and
Oh, the shame, the horror here, Suit King guy. I'm
But-
so
So listen, I
Yes.
need you got to take on old Pimpernel. She's back.
Oh, I know who you refer to. Scarlet Pimple Popper.
That's it. That's her name.
She's no match for me. I've taken kickboxing.
All right. I like a spy that takes a hobby up.
I think first I need a disguise.
Yes, you're too lavishly gorgeous like that. Take it off. Oh God, the sight of the real you. Oh, oh,
Okay, how's this?
oh please. Oh,
Don't recognize me now.
God. I needed to get my blood pressure medication. That
New
was
wig.
Good God. Hold on.
oh, the face. Oi.
The glamorous.
Hey, I've seen you before.
New wig.
Yeah, you.
No, it
Yeah.
won't do. It's no good. The understated. Yes. Hold on.
Better be
head.
stated. It looks like Rod Stewart didn't make it to the hairdresser.
New choice.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. She's getting serious. That's what I like. A spy that gets serious. Now listen.
I'm in business. All right. So you think this will fool old Scarlet Pimple Popper?
Easy. She's so busy wearing a cowboy hat, she don't know whether she's coming or going. Tell ya, there's a lot of chicken nuggety things, whatever I sell, for you.
Bring them on.
I'll bring it all on in a bucket. I'll bring a bucket of it. I think that's...
I will not fail you.
God, I need to mug up on the rivals to find out what everyone's doing in the old junk food world.
True that. End of chapter 3. Just a bucket of chicken nuggets.
That's what it is.
Have you ever been to Jollibee? You can get spaghetti in a box there, and then you can get fried chicken, and then it comes that, and then peach mango juice, and all sorts of good stuff. Anyway, yeah, Jollibee, it's delicious. So in chapter 4, we're going back. We're going back to the Hideaway Sands fish viewing resort and sometimes buffet. We're going back because Scarlet Pimple Popper has just picked it up on the wire somewhere that Betty Braids-a-Lot, which is the name of the rival spy, is on her way to help. But Scarlet knows what this is. Scarlet knows this is a rival job. And Scarlet doesn't like rivals. So she came up with a plan.
Braids-a-Lot. Oh, that boils me blood. I'm going to get your rival spy and I'm going to crush her down to the depths of the sea. Yar, you'll see. I am quite an adept spy.
You know,
pirate.
I believe you. You know, audience, typically in these stories, if the spy is staying at a real swanky hotel type place, they go to an equally swanky looking lounge type place. And usually there's some banter, there's some intrigue and stuff like that. So let's hit that beat, shall we? And we're going to go to the Swamp Lounge. Ooh, the Swamp Lounge. And in the Swamp Lounge, there is a very suspicious looking character gaining a lot of attention. And you know, ladies in like expensive dresses that look very simple. And you're like, why did that cost $10,000? It's just red. A lot of that and a lot of like bottles of Lagavulin and things like that happening. And this catches Scarlet Pimple Popper's eye, who was just there for the fish buffet.
Yeah. Look at this place. My.
Can we get you something else?
Well, gee, I didn't have anything to begin with, but I could get something else. Yes, that would be lovely.
Give me one moment. Stay right there.
Oh, it's a surprise what I'm getting? Wow, okay.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a surprise. Audience, what is this mustachioed character who looks suspiciously like Advisor Delta bringing back for Scarlet Pimple Popper, who's currently under disguise as just Nightshade? And it can literally be anything. Doesn't have to be chicken nuggets. I'm gonna let this be a free write. What is Advisor Delta clearly in disguise as a waiter bringing back? Absence. I love it. Thank you.
Oh, have you ever tried absinthe?
Well, gee, they say that the green fairy can drive you crazy.
Yes, yes. Well, it's possible that that could happen, but go ahead, just have a sip.
Woo! Wee. Whoa. Sir, are you changing colors?
I don't know what you're talking about. Tell us where the hat is.
No, wait a second. That was plot development. So give me just a moment here. I actually want to go across the room to the shifty character who Scarlet Pimple Popper keeps kind of looking over the shoulder of waiter guy and can see that this person is getting a lot of attention. They wear a lot of flashy rings and multiple Rolexes and they have like two Great Danes that look like statues, and it's just that sort of a character. So I would like to go across the room and hear what's going on at that table just briefly.
Oh, isn't this fabulous? It's so fabulous. Tell me this place is not fabulous, darling. Garçon. Waiter.
Yes, yes.
Hello. Isn't this place fabulous?
Yes, that's why I work here.
Right. Any interesting clientele coming your way?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, at the bar over there.
Hello.
Oh my, you're so glamorous and you're speaking to me. Surely this must be the influence of my hallucinogenic Tibble here, because how would you speak to me?
I'll leave you two to talk.
Thank you, Mr.
Hallucinogenic. Meaning you are in a highly suggestible state?
Oh, highly suggestible. Thank you.
Oh, like you would give up information about things, maybe?
Well, gee, you gotta ask me and then I'll tell you.
Oh, okay. Well, let's start with.
Yes. What question are we starting with, audience? What question did this person, clearly Advisor Alpha, disguised as a sort of a jet-setting, sort of a playgirl type of person, not like that. A worldly sort with private jets and such, which are real wear and tear on the environment.
I will not travel like a peasant.
What's the first question? What's the first bit of information this person's going to try to pump Scarlet Pimple Popper for? Well, the question is, where did you put my heart?
Madame, I must ask you, I mean, you are just so captivating. You must tell me, where have you taken my heart?
Has your heart been extracted from your body recently? Did you wake up one morning and it was missing and there was just a gaping hole in the cavity that previously served as its home? If so, I would recommend going to a hospital because you cannot stay alive for long without something keeping the blood circulating through your body.
So charming, your literal interpretation of my metaphoric yet well-worded advance.
I'm just acting out of concern here.
It was your magnetism, madame. It my heart was safely within my chest cavity.
So
Underneath
you're
my
saying
ribs.
that you are not missing any vital organs at this moment, because that will help me calm down and enjoy this otherwise very magical and intimate moment between the two of us.
Yes, yes, my literal heart is pumping within my chest. Yes. My metaphor.
That's wonderful, because you got a beautiful heart. I can already tell.
You know, I don't know if this line of questioning is working, Phoebe Fish Buffet. I think you need to figure out what makes Scarlet Pimple Popper tick. What is something that is so dear to Scarlet Pimple Popper that you know about that would catch her off guard such that she might let down her guard? You know what? I'm going to let the audience decide. What is a secret hobby that Scarlet Pimple Popper has in her off time when she's not spying and also spying and doing some more spying? Let's find out. And just so we're clear, the Pack Theater is running on donations. You may donate any amount of money via Venmo to them at Pack Theater, or you can become a member of their Twitch channel.
Twitch.
Taxidermy.
You know what? I just cannot get out of my head. I've been thinking about the darndest thing. Can I share with you?
Please.
I have been thinking about taxidermy. Do you?
Did the almost clinical manner in which I described the opening of your chest cavity and the severance of your heart give away the fact that my greatest and most joyful hobby is that of stuffing dead creatures full of cotton and other items?
So charming.
It was at that moment that Betty Braids a lot in yet a new disguise, sort of attempted to saunter into the Fish Buffet Swamp Lounge and promptly fell over a dining cart.
What a
Oh, no, are
clumsy
you
and yet
okay? Oh, don't sue
very
us.
inconsiderate.
I'm very badly hurt. Oh,
What's a, such an interruption? How inconsiderate.
So rude, and also very conspicuous, I might add, for somebody who is trying to not attract attention.
Right over that trolley cart. Yes. Oh, are you familiar with that roguish person?
You mean Braids a lot? No.
Braids
Ah.
a lot.
Never seen them before in my life. Are you familiar with my waiter? He seems to be signaling to you quite a bit.
No. Him, no. I mean, I come in here frequently. I have quite the caviar addiction. I cannot get enough of the stuff. So,
You know what? But the waiter was signaling to Phoebe Fish Buffet. He was signaling to Phoebe Fish Buffet in the style of a Muppet.
Signaling? That's preposterous. What? You have quite the imagination, especially for such a literal person. Signals, please. Like what?
Like a Muppet, perhaps.
A Muppet? Oh. I can't even conceive of what a Muppet would signal like.
Neither can I.
And no one's going to see it. End of chapter 4. Okay, audience, it's getting down to it. It's getting down to it. And I'm concerned that Brittany Braids a lot, who has definitely given up her cover, may have also done something to Advisor Delta. I'm a little bit worried, but we'll find out. So we are going to go. Where are we going to go, audience? Are we going to go to a museum? Or are we going to go to a shipping yard? whatever it is, it's Phoebe Fish Buffet's attempt at what might be romance. So keep that in mind. I didn't say they'd be good choices. Oh, it's a shipping yard.
Wow. What
Yeah.
a place.
Do you love it, Scarlett?
I don't recall telling you my name, but I am not concerned by that. Yes, I do love it here. It is beautiful.
Well, you know, I picked up on the taxidermy and it just, Scarlet vibes hit me. They bowled me over like a wave in the ocean, which is why we're here. You see, it ties in together.
We were literally under the sea, and now we're in a container yard. But is it because I'm wearing my scarlet hat?
Yes, that would be an even better explanation as to why I had that information.
I
Yes.
brought your drinks with me. Here you go. There you are.
Wow,
Good.
the service is great in this restaurant.
It's very cool concept. It's just a bunch of shipping containers, and then they call it a restaurant yard. Have you ever seen that? Yes. It was at this moment that Betty Braids a lot from on top of a shipping container, caught by a seagull accidentally dropping a French fry on her head, tumbled down off of the shipping container she was hiding on, and fell in between Phoebe Fish Buffet and Scarlet, currently still disguised as Nightshade.
Oh, what a fall. Are you all right?
You have like an inner ear problem? The balance seems to be an issue. I'm concerned.
I have a bit of vertigo.
Fair enough.
No problem.
Well, hello there, stranger Betty Braidslot, who I do not know.
Greetings. I like your beret.
Why, thank you. Sorry about your fall.
Be all right. I bruise easily. It's fine. I'm good.
You too.
And you.
What's the connection here? I'm just
We
curious.
are complete strangers, but might I introduce you? Phoebe Fish Buffet, please meet Betty Braidslot, two people who I have never heretofore met.
Hello.
Greetings,
Hello.
Miss Fish Buffet. Or is it Fish Buffet?
Buffet, please.
Buffet.
Buffet. Thank you. Thank you. You Americans always murder the French language.
I'm Canadian.
That tracks. Now listen, audience, this all seems very tense. It seems like someone is about to let it slip, that someone is a spy. But see, here's the thing. Everybody in this shipping yard right now knows that the other person is shady in some way. And you know what? I would like to hear each of these persons' internal monologues. Just rapid fire. Phoebe Fish Buffet first. Go.
Oh my God. This is, I'm losing control here. I'm losing control. I do not have control of the situation. I'm an advisor. That's in my job title, advisor.
Of
What
control.
point in my job title did it say snatch and grab, get a foil crown? It never said that. Foil hat, whatever the. Oh!
Use the force.
Scarlet Pimple Popper.
People don't know this, but in fact, there's a large population of cowboys in Calgary and Alberta. Also Winnipeg. These are all parts of Canada where you could sustainably have a cowboy accent. Also, I would like to say that if you think I'm shady, I enjoy stuffing dead creatures for fun. So yes, I am shady. Also, I'm surrounded by two spies who think I am stupid, but I am much smarter than they think. And this absinthe is delicious.
Betty breathes a lot.
Never mind.
I'm a clumsy fool. They might think I'm a clumsy fool, but I am crazy like a fox. And I'm working for King Hirsute King Guy. And Hirsute King Guy has faith in me, and I will not let him down, no matter how glamorous she is, and no matter how savvy she is. Betty Braidslot is not going to fall down on the job. Well, I might literally, but...
At that point, Betty Braidslot fell down again.
Oof.
Oh, God.
Okay, now that one I know you staged that. You didn't really fall. Oh
No.
gosh.
She did. She
Oh
did.
no, audience. Advisor Delta and Hirsute King Guy are both here. Are they going to tumble? Are they just going to make themselves known to these three, or are they going to try to hide a little bit longer? Yeah, they're going to try to hide a little bit longer. It's not going to go well, though. I'll have you know.
Yes, it's not going well. Yeah. Ah.
This is a romantic place, baby. I really like it.
Yes, romantic, not at all distracting or highlighting any ineptitude with my own personal abilities to complete a task.
You know what is often held in container ships?
What?
Foil hats.
You say boiled hats?
What
I said
did you
foil
say?
hats.
Did you say foil hat?
Oh,
I said
not
boiled
boiled.
hat.
Foil. Foil.
It was at that moment that King Hirsute King Guy tumbled out of the shipping container that he was trying to hide in and made himself known, and was very upset that nobody had yet found the golden tinfoil hat.
Boing! What? None of you found it?
Smooth entry, boss. Were you the kid that does hide and seek behind a sapling? I mean, we're...
She
Come
works for
on.
you, too?
Yeah.
So we're all working for the same person.
You're working... You're
Well,
working...
I'm working on behalf of the monarchy of Jack in the Boxlandia.
But you're an actual spy. I'm just an advisor, who, by the way, you never listen to. How am I supposed to compete with that? She's got a beret.
Well, you're very glamorous, but I'm not a spy. I'm a cowboy, as I mentioned.
With lipstick.
Mhm.
Oh, audience. It seems that there was a paperwork problem somewhere between Qdoba and Jack in the Boxlandia, where, though owned by the same parent company as they are in real life, they sent out two competing spies to find one golden tinfoil hat and one Phoebe Fish Buffet and one Advisor Delta to make sure that everything went smoothly. And have we found a golden tinfoil hat yet? No, we
No.
haven't.
No, we haven't.
End of chapter 5.
Yeah.
4. Whatever this
Ish.
one is.
5 numbers.
Audience,
Yeah.
chicken wing. Audience, this is our final chapter. And as our final chapter, we have to do what we in the business call wrap it the hell up. So, in this final chapter, I want to know, where are we going back to? Are we going back to the Swamp Lounge, or are we going back to the underwater hotel room where we are going to have our final showdown? We are going to the underwater resort and fish buffet, where everyone has gathered in Scarlet Pimple Popper's room and decided to sort out their differences, because clearly nobody knows what the hell they're doing. Except for Scarlet Pimple Popper, we assume.
So I alone out of all of us know what I'm doing.
I didn't expect you to have such an ego about it, but I guess, yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, you guys totally thought that I was a cowboy from Canada, which is obviously not true. So, just bring it out. Do I have any leads? I have a lead on the tinfoil hat. I don't know if you guys are interested. I don't know if you're interested or if we should just go back to spying on each other.
No. I'm interested.
I received intelligence that tells me that the tinfoil hat was recently seen left behind in a coat check room at a fancy bar.
What? I know nothing about that. I'm the only fancy bar around here.
Just telling you what I heard.
But
I know a thing or two about that.
hey, don't.
Now's not the time. Should I?
God.
Oh, audience! I think we need to have some sort of a battle or something because we haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
We have to have some sort of a battle to figure out if we're going to let this information slip or not. And this battle is going to be between Advisor Delta and Phoebe Fish Buffet, aka Advisor Alpha. Now, audience, I want to know if you want to see a joke off or if you want to see a spelling bee.
Ooh.
Either way, it's gonna get dirty, rough, scary. Oh, we got one for joke off, one for spelling bee. Oh wait, just wait for it. Just wait for it. We need someone to break the. Oh, doop. Oh, it's a spelling bee. It's a spelling bee. You know what? We're gonna go best out of 3. So if you miss the word, your competitor has a chance to pick up the word and pick up a point. We're gonna do this standard hair clip toss. Phoebe Fish Buffet, choose head or tails.
Heads.
It's heads. Phoebe Fish Buffet, you go first. Your word is rapacious.
RAPACIOUS.
That is correct for 1 point.
Spell it, Phoebe.
There's a lot of cheering going on. There's a lot of vuvuzelas and air horns. Advisor Delta,
All right.
your word is persnickety.
PERSNICKETY.
That is correct for 1 point.
Hey-o.
Oh my God. All right, Phoebe Fish Buffet, we're coming up to it. I need you to spell.
Sorry about that. I had a late lunch.
Oh my God. Why? Oh my God. I need you to spell non-colloidal.
NON. Is there a hyphen?
Space.
Okay.
Always.
COLLOIDAL.
That is correct for 2 points. All right. Advisor Delta,
I'm ready.
you got one? I want you to spell geranium.
No.
Got a clues. All right. We're not divulging information. Good
Damn
luck
it.
wrapping this one up.
Curses. Well, I guess it'll just be yours and I's then.
No.
Oh, again, Betty?
Villains, reveal yourselves.
Ooh.
One among
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you would never ask. I really did. I was starting to get worried. But yes.
Oh. Oh.
It was you all along, Scarlet?
It was me all along.
You're so much hotter this way. God, I wish you would have looked like this at the bar.
That's sexist. I would just like to say that I'm a supervillain whose value is not derived from my looks, but from my smarts and my ability to occasionally dip in and out of a southern accent.
I knew there was more to you than met the eye.
Well, thank you. But I'm not
Yeah.
giving you the foil hat.
Damn it. I take it back then.
Audience, what's going to happen now? Is Scarlet Pimple Popper going to do a very bad thing and use her own personal tiny submarine to rocket out of the underwater hotel room, thus flooding it and leaving everyone behind?
Oh,
I'm so sorry. As soon as I thought it up, I was like, that's awful. Or is she going to ask everyone else to join her? Or perhaps a tertiary choice so that we don't have binaries. Oh, bad thing, yes. Oh dear. Oh, this chat wants to drown everyone.
I don't blame him.
What's wrong
All
with
right.
the cat?
All right, Scarlet. It is it's the personal submarine. Here you go.
Your chicken wings were dry today.
Well, friends, so it's been real, but the time has come for me to make an exit that I will not regret. I hope you all know how to swim, but I somehow doubt it,
No.
given that some of you can't walk. How do you?
The beard's getting wet.
Bottom. I ate too many buttery jacks.
The end. The end! Yay! Everybody come back on stage real quick. Yay! Thank you so much to our audience for helping. Thank you for all of your wonderful choices and suggestions. Thank you so much for being here. We are here every week on the Pack Theater channel at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11 p.m. Eastern, 4 a.m. British summertime, but you know, the Ewan's not here right now, so it doesn't matter. And thank you to our wonderful cast. Everybody say hi, and then we'll say bye.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi.